Hello, everybody, and welcome to PB Precipice. Welcome back to the GDQ Hotfix. My name is Adef, and I will be your host and also your runner today because it is a very special day. I don't typically sit down in the chair. Well, I'm usually sitting when this show happens, but I don't sit down in the chair and hold a controller during this show usually. But the reason is because it is the 1-year anniversary of the first official episode of PB Precipice. It's as close as we could get. The first episode, I think, was either on the 30th of October last year or the 31st. So it's the 1-year anniversary, so I figured I'd sit down with you all and play something fun. I am joined today on comms by Dangers, but we'll get to that in just a second because we have some announcements to get to before we announce my very special friend. AGDQ 2023 online will be January 8th to the 15th. The games list for the first submission period is out, so you can check out the games list. Let us know what you're excited about on Twitter. The second submission period, which is for games released after September 1st, is from November 6th to the 12th, so that starts in a week. Visit gamesdonquick.com for more info, as always. And on October 31st, which is tomorrow, also known as, AKA, also and as well as Halloween, we have a Halloween spooktacular hosted by our very own Smooth Operative and Ecdysis. So be sure to stay tuned tomorrow for that. But welcome in, everybody. Please say hello to Dangers. Dangers, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing just great. How are you?
You know, I'm good, and I'm excited to see that there's a comment in chat almost immediately that says, Adef and Dangers, oh no. I think that's a good...
That is a great sign.
That's a good beginning. But
allow that to be the precursor for the entire event.
Yes. So this is PB Precipice. For those of you that don't know, the premise of this show is that runners come on and attempt PBs in a speed game that they're working on. Now, what you might say is, Rando, are you doing is this a seed you've played before? The answer is no, because I wanted to do something special. Occasionally, we will have PBs on PB Precipice, and very occasionally, we will have world records on PB Precipice. So I thought, why don't we do something no one's ever done to guarantee both a PB and a world record on the show? So by doing a rando, if you really think about it, I will get world record. Right, Dangers?
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Yeah, nobody's played your seed before, so.
Right. I literally generated this seed last night. So yeah, this is no logic. So what that means is that the things can be anywhere. So items have no logic, literally. So like if something requires you to have hookshot, the hookshot might be locked behind that check. So like literally there is no rhyme or reason behind where certain items are placed. And that is what no logic means. People are going to come in chat probably and ask about that a lot as we go through the show, if people wouldn't mind just answering that for them.
Yeah.
But we'll explain it a few times throughout the show. As far as settings, we'll get more into the settings as we go. This is not a max shuffle or anything. I don't have skull sanity or shop sanity or scrub sanity because we only have 3 hours. So this is just no logic, and that's it, basically. There's no shuffling going on of dungeon entrances or anything. But this could still be really, really difficult. So I'm going to get started here. Also, we know right away that our given medallion is water medallion. And Dangers, you want to give me a little countdown here? And could we tech? I don't know if it's possible. I have the tracker on the. If we could maybe get a crop in for the tracker, I'd be pogged out of my gourd. But Dangers, you want to give me a countdown here?
Sure thing. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so
there's the
a couple
boy.
Things you're gonna notice right away. There's the boy. Music is randomized, so we can hear the Ganon Tower Collapse theme here as we run through Kokiri Forest. How wonderful is that?
As you do, yeah.
Lots of glitches will be employed tonight. Lots and lots and lots. I may even have to learn some glitches as we go.
Whenever I watch you play Ocarina of Time, I'm very impressed by your wealth of knowledge.
I appreciate that. You know, of the Speedrunners and Dragons crew, I know the second most.
That's true, yeah. Danny V would be the kind of proprietor of this game.
Yes. Proprietor, good word. Don't get popped out of your pants yet.
But what if I want to?
Decided... I decided to make this a little easier to make Kokiri Sword vanilla location, because otherwise we would have to do everything with Deku Sticks as child, which I don't want to do.
That's fair.
But yeah, everything else is randomized.
So what is the goal, I guess? Because you have to beat the game, right?
Yes.
What does that require? Right.
So great question. The goal is we need to be able to beat Ganondorf. Also, what the heck?
Pieces of heart.
Is just hearts. The goal of the rando is to be able to beat Ganon and Ganondorf. And in order to do that, we need a few things. All right, there's no text box there. We need light arrows, and we need magic, and we need no, that's it.
Light arrows and magic.
Light arrows and magic, and a bow. We need a bow to be able to shoot the light arrows.
Yeah, fair. That's
so
it. So
basically,
like to get into the castle.
We need 3 items.
To get into the castle itself, you don't require anything else.
So typically you would require like certain number of dungeons to be completed or something in order to open the Rainbow Bridge to get into the Ganon's castle, right? But there are a wealth of glitches to get in early. And so I decided, okay, 30 golds is choose, so that's not important. I decided instead of requiring doing that glitch every time, I might as well just make it open.
That's fair.
Because I wound up going there early every time. So I was like, this is annoying to do this hover every single run. And why actually play the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, who does that?
Just let the game play itself. Dodongo's Cavern has shoes. That's suboptimal. Because you need explosives to get in there, but that's okay. Get another stick. All right, so we're gonna do Deku Tree first. Let's get some checks here. We can full clear this dungeon, which is nice. I also have this setting turned on, so we can check this. Okay, Deku is Forest Medallion. Dodongo's Cavern is Kokiri Emerald. Jabu's Shadow. Forest is Spirit. Fire is Fire Medallion. Vanilla, very nice. Water Temple is Light Medallion. Shadow is that. And Spirit is that. Okay, so that's just for tracker purposes.
Yeah. Now, I guess I'm kind of curious, like, if you have to do them all, what changes about having them randomized? Like,
great question.
What does that do?
So, technically, there's a world where I don't have to beat any dungeons in this run.
Yeah, because you only need
because if
magic
stuff is just
bows.
if stuff is just in easy places, like, it is what it is. And so there are certain checks locked behind certain medallions. For instance, there is the Nocturne of Shadow check, which requires you to have beaten Forest in vanilla game, Forest Temple, Fire Temple, and Water Temple. So in this, I need the Forest Medallion, the Fire Medallion, and the Water Medallion.
Right.
Wherever they may be. Lol.
A shield.
I may have already had one, but that's okay.
You didn't need to collect your rupees. You could have just come here.
I know. So far, nothing of consequence has been found, which is a little disappointing. Usually it's fun when, like, the first 5 minutes is like, oh my god.
I got my hook shot.
We have everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But that's okay.
Now, I noticed that the shop didn't have randomized items, but is there a randomizer that allows for that?
Yes. So there is so-called shop sanity, which includes randomized items into the shops. I chose not to do that. That was close. And not to do so-called skull sanity, which is where golden Skulltula tokens also are shuffled into the pool.
Right. Yeah.
Also, there's a question in chat. Somebody's asking, has anyone reviewed the item locations so it's not too long or short of a seed? Clearly, you've never seen an ADEF show before. The answer is absolutely not. We're just going to take it as it comes, and maybe it'll be fine. And also, maybe it won't. And that's okay. I think you can actually make that jump, but that's fine. So yeah, one bad thing, right, is like without Skull Sanity, there's not as many checks right away in like Deku Tree, for example, because the 4 added Skulltula tokens can potentially add a lot of value. But I am still going to get a few skulls because it is still valuable to have them just in case there are checks behind the Skulltula house.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So that's one of the puzzle pieces.
That's one of the things I need. It's one of the 3 things I need. Cool. Right on. You know, sometimes gaming
Sometimes it works
happens. Sometimes it works out. So, Dangers, what do you think so far about gaming?
What, gaming in general?
Yeah.
If I had to describe it in one word,
Oh, okay. I'm excited for this.
Pog.
Pog. Okay. You know, I think this is a valid description of gaming.
I thought so, yeah. It encompasses it very well.
I would agree. Pog.
And I would say that you are gaming right now. So that's pretty Pog.
Sometimes I would say I'm gaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you can, you know.
When I can. I do love to game when I can.
Yeah, don't go too overboard, though. You don't want to hurt yourself.
I don't want to hurt myself, because that would be very bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't game too hard. What are you doing right now? It appears that you are side flipping and doing... Oh, okay, I see. That was a setup?
We're trying to skip some stuff.
Gotcha.
That was an old setup. And now I'm skipping the, like, block pulling.
Yeah, nobody got time for that.
Deku... That's right. Deku Tree reveals Forest Medallion. So I am going to beat this dungeon. Well, actually, I could leave it unchecked in the event that the seed... If we already have light arrows, the seed feels pretty beatable. You know what? I'm going in. I'm going to beat the dungeon.
Let's go for it.
Because there's a universe where I leave it uncleared for shenanigans later, in case we're, like, in a really sticky situation. But I'm putting my faith in the video game, which maybe is a mistake.
Yeah, not always the smartest choice in a randomizer, but you know,
that's okay.
That's fine. So explain to me what this fight, it's done.
Yeah, so the Goma quick kill is a very famous quick kill in OOT that is very, like, it's like OOT 101. Because for those of you that don't know, I was a speedrunner of this game long before I played Rando. Fitting. And so you basically use Deku Nuts to stun Goma, and you have Power Crouch Stab, which is where your Crouch Stab stores the value of your last sword attack. And the nice thing about that is the Deku Stick Jump Slash is very powerful. Don't do that. It's as powerful as the Master Sword Jump Slash.
Oh, okay.
Dotso, I thought so as well. All right, I don't have to do that. Also, Ocarina is vanilla as well, just to keep things on track for this seed. So Ocarina and Kokiri Sword are the only 2 vanilla checks in the game. Everything else is randomized. Not to get people too excited, but you know. So anyway, yeah, you just kill Goma fast by stun locking her with Deku Nuts with the right timing, and then power crouch stabbing 3 times. And that's that.
That's all you need.
We have nice, cozy music out here. It's much more enjoyable.
I can't hear it through the Discord feed, but...
Yes. That is unfortunate for you.
I am jamming nonetheless to whatever it is.
You get to experience what it's like for me every time I run a show.
Yeah. I think there is a way to get the audio through Discord, but it also kind of hex with your experience of playing the game. So,
Right. Yeah. I typically will have a playlist of some kind running in the background when I'm hosting these shows, because otherwise I go nuts. I will try to mention every song that's playing in every area so you can feel like you're experiencing it.
yeah, I feel like I have a pretty good idea of like what they sound like. So I'll just play it in my head.
This is Lost Woods right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm just going on a little chicken chase.
I love chicken chasing.
Yo, same.
Yo, same? Where my chickens at?
Well, you gotta go.
Oh, nice
you gotta go
Link.
chase them.
Link through to the right. That was fun.
Yeah, that's what you wanted.
And by
right?
Link, I mean me, because I did it. So, you know, ultimately my fault. You wonder if Adef's going to do some quick put-away strats? I wouldn't say I practiced. I read about it.
Close enough, honestly.
Quick put-away is this silly little glitch that I should be able to do. It doesn't seem that hard. Okay, we are almost done with Cuckoo collecting. You gotta slash your chickens in order to make them go fast. It's just part of life.
I will accept the bird abuse for the sake of speed.
My God. No. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, I mean, you know, could be worse.
Big rupee. Let's go.
All right, so I don't have Navi because I used her for, or rather, I beat Deku Tree, which is what she has to tell me about. So I have to do this instead to get into bottom of the well, which is, this is a cutscene dive with the Cuckoo. So the Cuckoo's activating makes it so that I can fall through the water.
Yeah.
So I had ISG there, Infinite Sword Glitch, and I was hitting the Cuckoo constantly while holding it, but while you're holding it, it can't activate the cutscene. So you activate the cutscene and backflip in, so you fall through the water.
And now you're here.
Oh, my friend. Now I'm here. There's quite a few checks here. We are listening to the mini boss music right now, Dangers.
Okay.
Oh, our first ice trap. Wonderful.
That didn't seem like an item.
You'd be right. There's 4 of those shuffled throughout the game.
That's fun.
Yeah, it really makes you feel like you're playing the game.
Yeah, it really adds to the immersion.
That's what I'm saying.
Can I get frozen today? Who knows? Let's find out.
Who knows? 4 times, maybe. I really hope I didn't accidentally put on Key Sanity. I don't think I did.
Key sanity would be
Pretty sure I did.
shuffling the keys for the dungeons
Yeah,
as
so
well.
The small keys can be anywhere
Oh, boy.
in the game. As opposed to what it usually is, which is just they are within their dungeons somewhere.
Okay.
Which can still be a problem, because if all the small keys are locked behind small key doors,
Yeah.
there's not a whole lot you can do.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying.
Okay, well, that's a blue rupee. There are quite a few checks in bottom of the well, but there's only so much we can do without explosives or Zelda's Lullaby. If I get 1 key, I can open up quite a few more checks. I'm probably going to Ocarina Dive, which is a silly little glitch for silly little boys. Why do I speak?
I can't wait to see your silly little trick for silly little boys.
I can't see. It's not a key.
That's not a key, that's a heart.
Unfortunate. Okay, so basically I have to do a glitch now. So I get ISG. I'm actually going to do this. Even though I have Ocarina fast on the D-pad, I just prefer doing this trick with C buttons. That's how my muscle memory is.
That's fair. Oh. Okay, you're floating now. That's normal.
Okay, so this is not how you remember Ocarina of Time.
What do you mean? I did that.
Probably.
I did that verbatim the last time I played it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, never mind.
For
All right,
sure.
then there's nothing to explain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely didn't actually need that explained at all.
It's just a silly little trick for silly little boys. I don't know what other explanation you could possibly need. No keys?
No keys.
Wait. Oh, wait, there's one more chest I forgot to open. Okay, there's one more opportunity. I feel like this... No, this does not have to be a key, actually. There's like 4 or 5 more checks.
It is, though.
Oh, yay. Okay.
So that's cool.
All right, huge. We can do some more stuff now.
Massive.
Massive. So now... I'm first gonna save. Okay, so we're gonna do this check.
Wow, how helpful. A recovery heart.
I know, how nice. Oh, whatever. I was gonna hover to the sculpture a little bit, I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. All right, I fell.
Oops.
Okay. Oops.
You will need the classic controller.
You will need the classic controller. Remember that. Everybody remember. Write it down. Internalize it. So I now have to do a silly little glitch for dumb little gamers. I hate this trick.
It's not for silly little boys?
No, it's for me, and I hate it. It's called Actor Glitch, and it's an old one. It's been around a long time. Who is the best OOT speedrunner?
You.
Nope. Wrong.
False.
Actually, incorrect.
I don't know. I mean, I don't follow it very much, but Danny B is a top contender for sure. But
Danny B definitely pretty good.
You got like a whole bunch of different categories, and some people only play like certain categories. So like you could say ZFG is the GOAT because he's the well-renowned 100% runner, but he doesn't play any of the other categories. So it's a matter of opinion, I think. Very subjective.
Yeah, I would say it is impossible to do this.
Some games you could pinpoint and be like, oh, that's the guy. Like I think there's no question that Odyssey's best player is Tyrone. Like I don't think anybody is kind of questioning that. But with a game as popular as this one, with as many people who have played it, it's a little bit trickier.
Yeah, I feel that. Like with a game like Melee, you can have the discussion. Even then, it's hard. But like everybody's playing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So this is Actor Glitch. The idea is while the cutscene or little like camera move is happening from the crawl space, you open the door while it's still playing. So you just have to get to the door quickly, and then you're able to move around while the door is opening. So it loads the following room, but the collision is still loaded for this room.
I see.
But the actors are loaded for the other room. So the water is not actually here.
Oh, you're right. It isn't.
There's also no Skulltula right here, but this allows me to get 2 checks right in here, which is nice.
Oh, this boss. Oh, what a lovely creature this thing is.
What a lovely creature. What a delightful little guy.
He's just a little guy.
For the mini-boss music, Dangers, we are listening to Ganondorf's battle theme.
Oh, okay. So a little bit more epic than necessary.
Trying to one cycle, getting spoinked around
Getting
here.
your face grabbed.
Oh, he's up. Okay. And it's weird that the mini-boss music then starts playing the mini-boss instead. That's good. All right, this is our final check we can do right now on bottom of the well.
Heart. Oh, rupee, even worse.
Dangers, you should definitely just guess every time I open a chest.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe you'll be right, like a lot.
I'll try. I'll do it for the content.
Because then it can be a cool highlight moment when you say recovery heart, and it's a recovery heart.
Yes, exactly. Be like, oh my god, he got it, Pog. We're gaming, which is by definition pretty Pog. So
Gaming's pretty cool, I would say.
that is what they say.
There's really not a lot I can do now. I kind of just want to go adults, honestly.
Is that offered to you for free in the randomizer? Like, you don't have to...
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to do a time skip. You can just get in no problem.
So, I mean, I've never really played a randomizer for this game. What is your What is your thought process? What is your logic when you start up? Like, what checks do you go for first? Like, what is your order of operations? Does it change depending on what you find? Like, I've always been kind of curious about that.
Definitely, like, there are rando players far more experienced than me, who could give you probably a more insightful answer to this question. But for me, with no logic, I kind of start the same way every time, which is like, do the stuff I can do as child without anything.
Yeah.
Because that, is easily accessible to me.
And what does that encompass?
I'm not going to play shit yet. That's like Kokiri Forest. I can do this. Shooting minigame. There's like a handful of checks, and I can do all of Deku Tree. That's like nothing is required. I can do that every time.
It's nice that they let you do this even if you don't have the slingshot.
Yes. Funnily enough, if you beat this minigame in vanilla without a slingshot, like if you manage to do that, which basically encompasses just beating Deku Tree without slingshot, which is possible, as you saw, then this is vanilla also, by the way. Sorry, there are 3 vanilla checks. Those are all of them, though. That's pretty common in Rando, though, for this to be vanilla. What do you have? Plundering the market is a foolish choice. Okay, that's actually really nice. That saves me some minor annoyance.
What does that mean exactly?
So, foolish means that there's nothing of value. And market means all the checks in the area I literally was just in 5 seconds ago.
Gotcha.
So that's all the mini games, like heart pieces in the market are all worthless. So that's really nice, actually, to know. So I don't have to do some stuff in there that I was just about to do. Under the icy water lies 5... Okay, so we don't need iron boots for that check. That's nice. What was I talking about?
Your order of operations, kind of?
Yeah. I kind of just play the video game.
Great answer. Good answer.
Thanks. Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
Bruh. Datsu's going back to crochet. What an icon. All right, we have to wait for daytime now. Okay, but what happens in vanilla when you do the slingshot game without the slingshot? That's what I was talking about.
Right, yes.
Okay, in vanilla game, if you don't have slingshot and you play the slingshot game, your bullet bag is upgraded to the max bullet bag, which is bullet bag 50. but you still don't have a slingshot. But it's just in your inventory, you have the capacity to hold 50 Deku Seeds, which is an interesting little piece of trivia and really nothing more.
Interesting.
But if you then go get the slingshot, I believe your ammo count either is updated to 50 or it is downgraded to 30. I can't remember. But regardless, you do lock yourself out of like certain certain things regarding see, that's why I didn't buy the Hylian shield. I was like, I bet I'll get one. Like the other upgrade in the Lost Woods becomes weird, I think. I can't really remember the exact mechanics of how the upgrade works after that. But yeah, you get 50, which is the max, without a fairy slingshot.
I see. Did you not have to do the whole section with the guards and stuff just now?
Yeah, there's this fun thing that randomizers have started doing in recent years that I initially thought was dumb, but now I think is kind of epic, where like they remove the dumb parts.
I see, yeah.
And initially when I heard that, I was like, well, then why play the game at all? But now I really get it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, why would I do the dumb parts? Okay, the minigame music is Shadow Temple.
Wonderful.
It's pretty spooky. Very fitting for the holiday.
Is there a way that you know how those chickens are the right ones?
I can see one or two of them where they land, and tell a little bit that way. But for the most part, you just pick them up and put them down quickly and hope for the best. I know what general area all three. Oh my god! I know what general area all three of them land in every time, so I have a pretty good idea of like where to start.
Right.
Song of Storms. Okay, that actually opens a child check that I wouldn't typically be able to do this early. So I'm gonna go do that after this. But yeah, it's just play the minigame a bunch of times, you kind of get an idea of what's going on. But you still fail it every once in a while. Oh, I should have gotten the bunny hood while I was in market. Because they have it set so that you move fast when you have it on, which is kind of great.
Right. Isn't that what it does?
Not in OT. In OT, it does nothing.
Oh.
Except be sold to the running guy.
I don't think you were supposed to do that. I think you're cheating in the video game.
Well, I really wanted this recovery heart.
Okay. You know, that's valid.
All right. Song of Storms is this one.
You will need the classic
so
controller.
far, we have... You will need the classic controller. You will need it.
You will need it. Do you have it?
I do, but I'm not using it.
Well, you will need it.
Well, it's a lie. Also, you can use other things. You can literally just plug in a GameCube controller.
I don't trust that. You will. The game.
But
it says
you will need.
You will need it.
You will need.
As long as you've got it handy somewhere, you don't actually have to use it. You just need one.
Right.
Yeah, and then you're fine.
Right. I fell into a hole.
You sure did. I was not expecting that to happen.
Ice Cavern has a bomb bag. Okay, that's really good. And we have magic.
Oh, okay.
All right, we are on our way.
Kind of just flying through this video game.
Maybe it'll be a short show.
Yeah, everybody knows that once you've found the bow now, it's just done. You stop the timer, everything's fine.
Yep, that's right. There's still a possibility that even when I have bow, magic, and light arrows, we could still have some issues. Because Ganon's Castle boss key is somewhere within Ganon's Castle, but it's possible it's locked behind something. For instance, I might need something.
Anything. So
You know.
we're talking about like that area of Ganon's Castle where like you have to do all the trials that are like themed around the medallions, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
One nice thing about the bow being the thing we need is that there are 3 bows. Because it is a progressive upgrade.
I see.
Which means, like, because there are 2 quivers and 1 fairy bow in base game, if you collect a quiver, what would be a quiver first, it just counts as getting a bow. And then the next bow is like, oh, why did I do that? There we go. You understand.
Yeah.
It's progressive. The same way that if there are 2 hook shots in the game, because there's hook shot and long shot.
So if you find the long shot check, you would just get the hook shot, and then the next one would be the upgrade.
Yeah, exactly. They're not unique.
Right.
Which is actually, the quivers don't behave that way in vanilla, but I do believe that if you get the long shot chest first, you get the hook shot. I am not 100% confident about that. So do not quote me on that. Okay. Fire Temple has a strength upgrade. Okay.
Pog.
Okay, so we have a bottle. Do I want to do Jabu right now? I don't think so. I kind of want to go adult and get the bomb bag and start doing checks more quickly. Forest Temple has Four's Wind. Okay.
Yeah, don't you want that piece of heart? So glad that they
Really badly.
So glad that they told you about that one.
Really badly, I want that. Okay. I am going to empty Ruto's letter, do some checks in Zora's domain, and then get the heck out of child segment. That's my plan. Too early. Come on. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a dive meter, so I have to be a little crafty. Okay, it's a piece of heart right there. I don't have explosives still, so I can't just like use those to skip the waterfall because I don't have ZL, so I can't get rid of the waterfall. And so my plan is to use a Cucco. Bottled fish, okay. I believe I turned on the bean salesman, so he has a one-time check for 60 rupees.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that right now. Well, that'll do it.
Okay. I mean, you don't even need the Cocoa anymore, do you?
It still gets me like 1 or 2 checks and a gossip stone, so I am gonna take it for now, but we don't have to take it all the way up, which is nice.
Yeah.
All the way up! That's really nice, having ZL. That opens so much.
Yeah, good thought on the check there.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know, you get lucky sometimes.
You've been getting lucky a lot this seed. I feel like we're gonna...
which, it makes me nervous.
Yeah, we're gonna spend the next like 3 hours looking for the bow and like, where is it?
Yep. Where is it? I do have the spoiler log. I have not looked at it, obviously, but I do have it. So worst comes to worst, if we completely run out of time, I can be like, let's just find out where everything is.
Yeah. Worst case, Ontario.
That's right. Okay, fire arrows is not important. A recovery heart.
Wow.
Danger's favorite check.
I didn't guess that. I should have. I would have been right.
I know. You would have been right. You should just guess it every time.
I should. You have to remind me when a check is coming up so that I can be prepared.
Okay, well, be prepared, etc.
Okay.
Shadow Temple has Zora Scale. Okay. That's also another progressive upgrade. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, for the diving, right?
Yeah. Stop. Okay.
Oh, you don't want the chimkin?
Oh, you know what I can do? I just realized something.
What? Yeah, you
can do that.
You can play music for the frogs.
Oops. I can do this one specifically. This is a check. They're so happy.
Look at them bounce.
Look at them go.
It's a piece of heart.
It's kind of a recovery heart. Think about it.
I don't remember. Does like getting pieces of heart recover your health still?
Yes.
Okay.
It fully recovers your health every time.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh.
I don't think that Link liked that.
No, he went as it happened. All right, you have to jump up there.
So what is the music that's playing in this area right now?
Nothing.
Oh.
Just nighttime noises
Gotcha.
right now. Hyrule Castle is a foolish choice.
Interesting.
So that means Din's Fire is not necessary. The Din's Fire check. Which is nice. Okay, so honestly, pretty much this will be the end of our child checks for probably the whole rando if I had to make an estimation. Because there's not a whole, like, the diversity of checks as adult that are open to us right now is so much more that I seriously doubt we're going to find ourselves in a situation where we're stuck and have to go child. At least that's my thought process.
That's fair.
Thank you.
This is valid. Very valid.
Watch him teleport.
Weep. Oh, no weep.
Yeah, they deleted that, which I am mad about. It's an important part of the game. So far, out of the bow, light arrows, and magic that we need, we just need a bow.
That's it?
Baby seeds so far. I had, oh my god, dangers. I had a 2-dive the other day. I actually had two 2-dives in a row, which is where you only have to dive twice to get all the rupees.
Right.
And one of my 2-dives, if I had jumped down from the cliff in the right spot, it would have been a 1-dive.
Ooh.
Which is actually really nuts.
How often does that happen?
Very rarely. I think Danny, it was either Danny or Runner Guy, plotted the distribution of where the rupees usually end up and how likely you are to get like certain positions, because Danny was trying to solve the minigame, or maybe it was RG, I can't remember. I think it might have been RG. He was trying to solve it for blindfolded.
Oh,
or
right.
Second Ice Trap. And so the idea was like, oh, then check this. We have Fire Temple music here, by the way. Cool, a useless hint, nice. Anyway, the idea was, yeah, to like, if you knew the probabilities, you could play the diving minigame in the most likely way to win. But a side effect of that research was finding out like the fastest patterns.
Yeah. Is there a set number of patterns, or is it just...
I don't know. Dodongo's Cavern has a Deku Shield.
That's
boy, oh boy.
very handy for you that you need to know that.
I don't really want to do Jabu right now, actually. Feels like a big time commitment, and there's a pretty good likelihood I can do very few checks, so it's like not worth IMO. So I'm gonna do this last check here. And then we'll go adult.
Our boy's growing up.
He's so fast, etc. Okay. We'll open this little chest.
That's a big chest, actually. Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Peace heart. No. Oh, I'm always wrong. I'm always wrong.
Always wrong.
Well, I shouldn't guess the
Actually,
bow
it's
then,
awesome.
because that would be catastrophic for this speed run, I think.
You should just guess it every time.
I'll be right eventually.
You'll be right eventually. And the first time you're right is the last time you guess.
That's true. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Many people are saying this.
Everyone's saying it.
Everyone's talking about it.
Everyone's
Believe me.
talking about it. Plundering Zora's domain is foolish.
Believe me.
Everyone's saying it. Everybody's saying go adults.
Go adult Link, believe me.
These are the important conversations.
I would expect nothing less on PB Precipice.
Yeah, well, of course. Oh, don't do that, camera. I'm gonna try to do something stupid.
I'm so ready.
For the fans. For the fans. No. That's why it's stupid. I'll try it one more time. This is everything I do for the fans.
The fans believe in you.
Okay. That's the first part.
We appear to be backwalking very quickly. Sort of.
Hit the bridge? No.
Oh.
I was trying to like hit the... it's like 5 seconds faster than walking. To go all the way around and just west the whole way.
Oh, I see.
But not for me.
Yeah, the loading zone kind of ruined that, but that's okay.
That's okay. All right, we're going adult. We're doing it.
Let's make it happen.
And we know bombs are in Ice Cavern,
Yes.
which is good. You know what? I am going to get the bunny hood because if I find Din's Fire as adult, I can equip swap the bunny hood and run fast as adult, which would be cool. I should have bought this long ago so I could do this. I could run around quickly, but... 40 gold sculptures is a piece of heart.
Okay.
Big Goron crafts a red rupee. Deku nuts can be found outside Ganon's castle. That's double defense. Ocarina of Time teaches a heart container. Okay. Nothing useful there.
Just a bunch of baloney.
Just a bunch of baloney. Okay. Look at him go.
He's so speedy.
He's so fast.
Look at him move his arms.
And when you have the bunny hood on, rolling is actually slower.
What about backwalking? Do you get the speed boost for backwalking?
No, so bunny hood walking is the same speed as normal backwalking.
I see.
Yes. So I got to check there just now because since I have the forest medallion, typically beating Forest Temple is what causes Sheik to be here to teach you Prelude of Light.
Yeah.
And so that's the Prelude check right there.
What did you get? I missed it.
It was a recovery heart, I think.
I should have guessed
Or
that.
maybe was it a blue rupee? I was not paying attention.
A bloopy.
A boopy. Doopy.
A bloopy.
A bloopy. Oodly-oo-hoo.
Adjusting me phone.
Welcome to Delfino.
Oh no.
Oodly-oo-hoo. Hubbada. Hubbada.
Oh whoa.
Now, boys. Now, boys.
What's this icky pain like goop?
Oh my god. He's mad. He's mad.
It's moving!
Now, boys.
No, boy.
I always thought
Don't touch that stuff.
I always thought Toadsworth was like the most like transatlantic toad of all time. Just you could insert Toadsworth into like a one of those like nature documentaries from like the 1940s or something, and it's just like
And here we see the rhinoceros.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wait, is this stick?
Yo, okay.
All right.
That's another one of those
Hog?
like, I guess like you can find the bomb bag anywhere kind of situations. Like
there's
more than
3
one.
bomb bags.
Right.
And so they're all quote unquote bombs, right?
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, that's huge. Is this where the red rupee is?
Do you even need to go into the ice temple anymore?
I probably will eventually, but now it's not a priority.
Right.
Whereas before, like, it would have been. But that's really nice. Okay. So that's another child check we no longer have to do.
Rupee.
That one's just rupee, because red rupee is just rupee.
Yeah,
man.
you change the letter and nothing happens.
That's right.
That's kind of sad, actually.
That is kind. You know what? I'm so upset.
I'm very upset. Yeah, no more red rupees, please, because I don't want to be sad anymore.
Yeah. Only I want a purple rupee.
Yeah.
Because then it's a poopy.
Where are all the poopies at?
Oh my god. Okay, I thought if I had a bomb bag I could get shoes, but I guess you have to get shoes first, which makes sense.
That
I forgot to do this
kind of
check.
logical.
Logical?
This is no logic, Dangers. What are you talking about?
You stupid. All right, I failed the thing. We're gonna climb the ladder. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh, you're gonna do the side flip over.
Yeah.
I'm ready. This is the most exciting thing that's happened all run.
Okay, here it is. I have to pause buffer so I don't talk to him.
Beautiful. I think I watched
How
you.
cool is that?
I don't know if you were playing a rando. I think you were playing a rando. Oh, there's the ice trap again.
Yeah, 3rd ice trap. 3 of 4 already found.
That's great. You definitely need those.
That's right.
Okay, so I've always wondered this about this game. How do you know where those are without...
Dangers? This is a great question. Sorry, finish your question and I'll answer it.
That was kind of just the question, like without knowing that they're there.
So there's this item in the game called the Stone of Agony.
The Stone of
And
Agony.
you get it for... oh, okay.
Bomb
there you go.
juice. Nice.
You get it for having 20 Skulltulas. It's the 20 Skulltula reward. You put in the Rumble Pack, because the item is literally shaped like a Rumble Pack.
Oh, right.
And the controller vibrates when you're over a hidden grotto. A recovery heart.
A recovery heart. I
You had quite a few of those.
should have guessed that.
Yeah, also, I apologize if, like, I get lost in train of thought a lot during this show, but I'm doing a lot of mental gymnastics while I'm playing to, like, try to route out where is good to go next.
Of course, yeah.
We have the minigame music. It's a bloopy. A gold rupee is a goopy.
A goopy.
That is Nocturne of Shadow, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Which is like low-key worth.
So how are you gonna get up there?
Mind control, I think. Oh, get your guests in for Dampe. Let's get some guesses in for Dampe.
What am I guessing?
Dangers, what do you think my Dampe time is going to be?
What is normal?
Really good is like 48.
I'm gonna say 51.
Okay, no faith, no faith.
Yep, no faith. I mean, you do be rolling.
I think this is going to be a 49. Just kidding. It's a 51.
See, I was right. You had no faith in my guess.
When Dampe puts fire in the door, it's actually really scary because if you get hit as the door transition happens, it counts as losing the race.
Oh no.
Because you void out. It is a 51. Wow. Look at Dangers.
I'm a genius.
My God. If you got a 51 in the chat,
Oh, it's
I'm
another
giving you
Bloopy.
a high five virtually right now.
Oh,
With 3 bottles.
it's a bug.
Why do we have 3 bottles? I don't understand. I usually have no bottles.
So that you can carry lots of bugs.
I do love them.
They're so great.
Those little buggy boys.
They make, I think it's very fitting that the bugs are one of the reasons that this game is so broken.
Yeah.
Because it's literally a bug.
Really funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I actually am gonna do this. So a couple things.
Something going on with your sword.
Yeah, it's pretty neat, huh?
I don't understand.
I forgot to. Okay, please just, can we... I tried to kill this guy, but I messed up for reasons I don't want to explain, because I'm stupid. Anyway, I'm going to hover up to this thing.
Yeah, just hover up there. That's a normal thing to do. I can't really see anything, but I trust
Yeah, me
that
neither.
You're doing something right.
Okay. I wanted that because... useful. It allows me to get around more quickly, which is good.
Yes.
So that was bomb hovering. With infinite sword glitch, ISG, you can't fall off ledges, and so if you shield damage in midair, you stay there.
Interesting.
And it's slightly more complex than that. That's a pretty bastardized explanation.
Yeah, you keep
but
saying
anyway.
infinite sword glitch, and like I kind of understand where it's used and why it's used, but how do you accomplish it?
So infinite sword glitch is accomplished by interrupting a crouch stab with an action. It is a 1-frame trick, which is kind of like people don't realize that because you do it so often that it's just like really easy.
Yeah.
But it is 1 frame, and you interrupt the crouch stab, and it puts Link in this constant swinging animation. And you can't fall off ledges when you're swinging your sword, so if you're constantly swinging your sword every frame, you can't fall.
Right.
Also, I read Dampe's diary, and it told me Hookshot was in here somewhere. So that's why we're here.
Okay.
We can't do every check here, but we can do quite a few. Okay, we got a dive scale.
Nice.
It's kind of nice. There are like a billion checks in this dungeon, of which we can do about 80 to 90% right now with what we have. Which chest do you think the hookshot's going to be in? Which trial do you think? There's the boss key. That's nice. Okay, so now we literally just need a bow to beat the game.
Then you're done. The forest one. Unless you did that one already.
I just did that one.
The fire one.
There's no checks in that one.
The shadow one?
I can do one. I wasn't gonna go in there, but for you, because you guessed it.
Okay.
I think I can do one of the checks here right now. Yeah, I can do this one. I don't have the hookshot. Well, okay. I'm hopeful the hookshot isn't in that one. Because you kind of need the hookshot to get to it. You don't need it. It is possible to do it without. But there are so many other checks that I'm hoping it's not in that one. Okay. I am going to... You know what? Why don't we take... Here, we're going to keep the gamers in suspense. We're going to take a break. We're going to take our first break. We are at the edge of our seats. Where will the hookshot be? Will it be in the light trial? How am I going to get past this big old block? Oh my gosh. So everybody stick around. There'll be more PB Precipice and more gaming right after this. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, we'll be right back. This is our first break. Stay tuned. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Welcome back to PB Precipice on GDQ Hotfix. This was a botched bit. Announcements. Your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick, both with Hotfix and with AGDQ 2023 costs. So please consider subscribing if you enjoy daily Hotfix content like this show. You know that whole PBS viewers like you thing? That's this, but for us. So think about it. And of course, if you are watching on YouTube, please be sure to like and subscribe. We would love those sweet, sweet engagement numbers. It genuinely does help. And please do go to twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick if you're interested in looking at our live content, starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. Hope you enjoyed that really dumb water drinking bit.
I did.
And yeah, we're gonna do a. Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
good.
hey.
3, 2, 1, go.
Didn't see you there.
We're in Ganon's Castle looking for hookshot right now, and I'm gonna do a glitch now.
Okay, I'm ready.
So get ready for that.
I've never been more ready. I'm on the edge of my seat.
He's on the edge of his seat. Oh my god. Okay, that should work.
Oh, yeah, that seems normal.
That'll do it.
Am I supposed to be seeing something here?
You're supposed to use Lens of Truth to see these enemies.
Gotcha.
You don't have audio, so for you, like, nothing is happening.
Here's
Nice.
There it is.
But for me, yeah, there's enemies in there.
There's a lot of checks
if we get
in
a
here.
small key... Oh my god, they're both here.
Oh, okay, there's
Sure.
a small key.
Great. This is loaded, dude. What the heck?
Oh, there's your 4th ice trap.
That's all the ice traps. That's fun.
And another small key, okay.
Wow.
Imagine
You know,
a world where you would have just gotten your bow there, and then the game is over.
I know, right? I did think of that. I was like, what if...
What if we're just done?
And we're already here, so like, literally just go up to Ganon. It's close.
Okay, yeah.
It feels close, but no. That's really funny. Okay, well, we can now do more checks here.
Excellent.
Was that a vanilla ice trap? I actually don't know. I mean, it's not set to be vanilla, but it might have been vanilla location. I cannot believe both hookshots were right next to each other. That's like genuinely so stupid. That's a recovery art. But that one's intense, so.
Yeah, you can't randomize that one.
It's in a seed like this where I have to imagine the bow is just like impossible to find.
Oh, piece of heart. Could have guessed that.
Oh, come on, stop, leave me alone.
But you need to be lit on fire.
I need to be lit on fire. I need it.
That is what they say. They need you to be lit on fire.
So they say.
Yes. They.
Loopy.
A little bloopy.
But yeah, if you're just joining us, this is PB Precipice. It's the 1-year anniversary of PB Precipice today. I do want to thank people everybody who has taken interest in this show over the last year. It's been really awesome to see people just be excited about the show in various ways. I'm very appreciative of that, and I'm glad you've enjoyed. So I figured for the 1 year anniversary, we'd do a fun little thing and guarantee a world record by playing a rando seed, because it's the first and last time the seed will ever be played. So, you know, if you think about it, that's gaming.
That is indeed gaming. That's pretty pog. Oh,
You're joking.
there it is. GG's. Well, it's been a really fun time, everybody.
What is this seed? What? I mean, that's literally, I can go beat the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I could generate another seed, I guess.
Oh, that was nifty.
I can't believe this is happening. This is so dumb.
You barely played any of the game. I think you went in one dungeon.
I played like 2 dungeons. What on earth, dude?
Hey, I mean, this is going to be a hard world record to beat. Smiley face.
That's true. That's true. I like genuinely, this is so dumb. Cool. I gotta fill 3 hours, or at least 2 hours.
Yeah, run it back.
This will definitely be a PB, though. I'll say that much.
Yeah, how many no logic randomizers have you done? And is this the fastest one?
This is definitely the fastest. My second fastest was like 1:45.
Okay.
Just for kicks and giggles. Let's see what's in here.
A piece of heart.
It's a heart. Wow, dude, what is happening right now? Yeah, this is quite fast. Most no logics take between like 2 and 4 hours.
Yeah.
This is not that amount of time.
Well, he's kind of a pushover, huh?
If you're a god gamer.
It appears that you are.
I actually quite like the Dark Knights, casually. Like, I think it's an interesting mini-boss. But once you know too much about the game, it becomes too easy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wow, this is stupid.
I'm pretty floored by the luck that you've received in this seed.
Yeah, me too. It's like really something else.
Like, for context, I think that, watching your Ironmon streams lately, I've kind of observed that you are the unluckiest in terms of Ironmon seeds and getting the Pokemon that you need, and your speed stat always being absolute garbage. And then you just kind of wander into this and you're like, I'll just have everything, actually. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'd like this luck. I'd like if my luck were more distributed.
Yes. But
and less...
hey, it's...
Less just right here.
It's on the GDQ Hotfix show.
That's right.
For the 1 year anniversary.
It's the 1 year anniversary. Here we are. If you want to see bad luck, go to my channel.
That's right. Twitch.tv/adef. Or all of the bad luck that has been stored up as a result of this display.
All the bad luck you could ever want. This is the Lon Lon Ranch music is playing right now.
Oh, that's great. Yes.
Did not get the sunlock. Or maybe Dangers is very lucky and blessed this run. That's a good point.
That doesn't explain your Ironmon attempts though, because I'm usually there lurking. So
that's true.
I guess next time you just need to invite me into the call, and then it'll work.
Hey, if it means the difference, and I get to hang out with Dangers, this seems like a win-win to me.
That's a win-win, baby.
Wow, we're getting a 3 cycle here.
Uh-oh.
It's okay, I love tennis. Oh.
Owie.
Cool. Okay, he's doing this attack. Literally one more attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, okay. I mean, yeah, follow me on Twitch. That's what I have to say. Twitch.tv/ADEF. We could get a shout out in the chat. That feature is mwah, mamma mia, it's so good.
Mamma mia.
Literally, imagine Twitch being amazing. It's quite something.
It's hard to fathom sometimes.
But gaming.
Yeah, there is gaming there, for sure.
So I look pretty wacky here. What's up with the shield?
I was about to ask that exact question.
So, the reason I have done this is because I don't really have anything I can damage Ganon with.
Oh.
Because he swings his swords and gets rid of my sword. And the solution to this in casual play is like to use the Megaton Hammer or something. But my solution is if you super slide in and hold the R button, you keep the shield up and he doesn't hit the sword away. Now if I release, he like releases the shield. And I can keep my sword.
Interesting.
And I can do Master Sword level damage during this fight, which is really good. Second phase is the same, though. Second phase is normal.
Right.
Yeah. Tower escape is skipped in Rando these days. We're gonna play this safe. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord, he coming.
Oh, Lord, he coming.
I'm gonna die in one hit, so I'm just playing it kind of safe. Also, we have the house music. House music is not the right phrase. The, like, interior home music playing for this fight.
There's just some generic house music playing during this fight.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, 4 on the floor, baby. Doom, 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 doom. Zelda's busting a move. Stab him. Time. Just like that. You did it. You made it to the end of the game very quickly.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about this. Great. Well, we have a couple options now. We need to fill like another hour or so at least of time. So I could generate we could take a brief break. I know we just took one. But we could take a brief break and I could generate a new seed and we could do like a short Triforce hunt of some kind. To try to fill time that way.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll figure something out, I guess. Yeah, easy world record, I guess. Wow, submission videos are a piece of cake now. I'll literally just say my PB's an hour and it'll be beautiful. Dangers, thanks for joining me on comms, by the way. Not that it's over, but I appreciate it.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah. I'm like generally flabbergasted.
Yeah,
honestly.
We're watching the ending sequence and we're like, how did we get here? I remember like in the chat we were talking like, oh yeah, well I mean it is no logic, so we could be anywhere between like an hour and a half to like 4 hours, and I'm like, okay,
right,
I'm prepared mentally, and then even your lowball estimate was not enough.
Right.
So
it was even lower than that.
Yeah.
I'll check the spoiler log like just for fun, really quick. And let's see where the other 2 bows were. Okay, spoiler log, boom. Could have been Not in water temple, not in fire. Not in spirit. What the heck, dude? Where are they? Okay, I should have just been, okay. You know what? I was searching for the wrong term. But regardless, yeah, we're gonna, I know we just did a break, but we're gonna jump to another short break so I can like figure out what we're doing next and set it up. We're probably gonna do some kind of short rando. We might, somebody suggested a spoiler log run, which could be fun and could incorporate dangers in a fun way.
Okay.
So maybe we'll do that. That could be fun. But yeah, we're gonna jump to a brief break. Again, this is PB Precipice. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have more Ocarina of Time Randomizer in just a moment. If you enjoyed what you just saw, you can find me at twitch.tv/ADEF, A-D-E-F, and you can find Dangers at twitch.tv/Dangers. He's a real gamer for coming on. But yeah, we're going to be right back with more PB Precipice. I'm going to set up the next thing. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to PB Precipice. I rushed really quickly, and we came up with a fun idea. So we're going to get into that in just a moment. But some announcements first. Reminder that if you ever want to know what GDQ is up to, you can always check out our socials. Use exclamation links in Twitch chat for all things GDQ. That means Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, etc. Highly recommend following. And tomorrow, on October 31st, which is Halloween, we have a Halloween Spooktacular hosted by Smooth Operative and Ecdysis. But what we're going to do right now is we just did a no logic seed that for some reason finished in an hour, which didn't really make much sense. And now all following seeds will be bad. But we are going to do a spoiler log spoiler log run of no logic. And so what that means is this is a no logic randomizer, just like the last one. So items can be anywhere, basically. But I have given Dangers, my wonderful, delightful commentator, the spoiler log. So I don't have the spoiler log, but he does. So he can help me by looking for useful things. So we can together hopefully beat this quickly. Unless things are in really hard places, in which case we'll work it out. We'll work it out as a team.
That's right.
So yeah, Dangers, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Reminder that Kokiri Sword is vanilla, and Ocarina is vanilla, and Weird Egg is vanilla. But that's it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
You got the water medallion again.
I do have the water medallion, which at first I was like, did it work? Because I was like, oh, it must not have randomized, but it's definitely different because all the music is different.
Yes. So what's your first game plan? What are you thinking of doing?
Is Deku Tree any good? Is there anything in Deku Tree worthwhile?
Deku Tree is good if you like Pieces of Heart.
I don't.
Okay, then don't go there.
Okay. Can you quickly check the Skulltula House rewards for me? Which are just, you should probably just be able to control F for like 10 gold Skulltulas or 20 gold Skulltulas. I just need to know if there's anything useful on any of those.
Only if you like rupees and Pieces of Heart.
I don't.
Okay.
All right, cool. And then up next, I would ask for... where is magic?
Let's find out.
I'm gonna go this way, actually.
Magic meter?
There should be 2 of them. Yeah, magic meter. There should be 2 of them.
Okay. It appears to be, so it says Wasteland Chest.
Okay.
Whatever that means. And Shadow Temple After Wind Hidden Chest.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. And where is light arrows?
Light arrows. Let's find out. Skull Kid.
Okay, where is Saria's song?
Let's find out. Graveyard Shield, Grave Chest.
Okay, great. That's really good. Okay. That means I can get light arrows as child. So up next, can you, of the 3 bows, or just list the 3 bows for me?
Let's see here. Let's see. It says Hyrule Field. That's what I assume HF is.
Yeah.
Deku Scrub Grotto. It says price is 10.
Okay.
I don't know if that matters.
Okay.
GC Maze Left Chest. Ganon's Castle.
Okay. That's easy.
Forest Temple Bow. Oh, no, that's just... Ganon's Castle, Light Trial, First Right Chest.
Okay. And then can you find bombs and hookshot for me?
Bombs. Ganon's Castle, Light Trial, Lullaby Chest.
Okay.
Spirit Temple, Early Adult Right Chest. Spirit Temple, Child
Okay.
Bridge Chest.
Oh, no.
Shadow Temple,
Okay.
Map Chest.
Wait. There shouldn't be 4 bomb checks. Maybe bomb shoes is getting picked up somehow?
Oh, maybe? Oh, these are just like... It says bombs 5, bombs 5.
Oh, yeah. What we want is a bomb bag.
Oh, okay.
I should say, sorry.
That's fair. In that case, Ganon's Castle Light Trial, Second Right Chest, so you get both of those. You get the arrows and the bombs in the Light Trial.
Okay.
Colossus Freestanding POH.
Piece of heart. Okay.
Okay. Or Lon Lon Ranch Talon's Chickens.
Okay, great. I'll do that one.
And then you needed...
I don't really need to collect cuckoos, but I've done all of it while I've been thinking, so...
Yeah.
This was a mindless thing I knew I could do without thinking. Okay. And if you could find a hook shot for me.
Hook shots. Progressive hook shot, I take it.
Yes.
Shadow Temple Compass Chest. And Gerudo Training Ground Maze Path Second Chest.
Okay. I basically know my route, I think.
It seems pretty straightforward. Looks like you don't have to do too much out of the way.
This should be fairly fast. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go wake up Talon so that I can get Talon's minigame to get bombs. And then I'm gonna go to Kakariko at night to get Saria's song, and then get light arrows, and then go adult. And then I should be pretty much home free. I think.
Yeah.
All right, just out of curiosity, where are hover boots?
Hover boots. Yeah, you didn't even get them last run, did you?
No, I didn't.
Why
They're
are they
definitely
good?
not necessary, but they are nice. They just make a lot of movement sections much easier, and they help with hovering massively.
It says Colossus Great Fairy Reward.
Okay, where's Zelda's Lullaby?
Let's see. Song from Royal Family's Tomb.
Okay. Shoot, I did not mean to do that. I wanted to show off a fun little thing, but it's being slow now. It doesn't really matter, I have to wait for a day anyway. Look, Mom, get the camera.
He's cheating.
I'm cheating.
Wow. How could you?
I'm also cheating by having somebody tell me where to go, but you know.
That's true. You can just clip through that fence. Okay. That's perfectly normal.
Yeah, so it's one-sided collision.
Right.
Since I was out of bounds, there's no collision on the other side.
Yeah.
A video game classic.
It's weird that like some games don't do that. Like Breath of the Wild, you have to like clip back into bounds, which I think is kind of funny.
Two-sided collision requires more memory, as I understand it, but is better for preventing people from doing stuff like this.
That's true.
Because like one-sided collision is you're asking for your game to be annihilated. Could you check where bomb chews might be?
Lost Woods target in woods.
Okay.
Or it says CAC open grotto chest.
Okay.
GC pot freestanding POH. Piece of heart.
Okay.
Ganon's castle, I guess.
That first one, or the second one, is plenty fast.
Okay.
In fact, I should have gotten it when I was doing Cuckoo Collection, but I wasn't thinking. No, I do not need to get any medallions to get Rainbow Bridge. Okay.
You can skip all the cutscenes and everything.
Little cutscene. All right, I'm going to get the bunny ears really fast, and then we are going to be on our way. We're in full throttle gaming mode right now.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready for the full throttle gaming we're about to witness.
Dangers, you're doing a great job so far.
Thank you. I feel very helpful.
You should.
Did they just give that to you? That's a shop, right? Did they just give that to you for free?
So the Happy Mask Salesman in this game, the way it's supposed to work, is it's the child trade quest.
Yeah.
And so you trade through the masks and give them to people. In Rando, you can do a setting that I have on, which is once you have Zelda's letter, all the masks are unlocked. Which basically removes the child trade quest from being like a necessary thing to do, which is really nice because it's super annoying. But yeah, once you complete all the trade quests, the reward is that you can rent any of the masks you want at any time.
Okay. So that's just on kind of by default in the rando.
Yeah, exactly. The minigame music is the Kakariko Village theme.
Oh, that's very serene.
It's very peaceful. Hello? Uh-oh. Okay. I dropped the chicken into infinity.
As you do.
All right, so this should be bombs.
Ta-da!
Excellent.
What happens if you get bombs in a check before you have the bomb bag? Nothing?
I think it turns into rupees.
Oh. Look at him
So I
go.
can do some glitches with my bombs.
So I can see. He do be kind of sliding though.
He do be. Doobie doo. Dangers wasn't lying, Pog. The bombs were where he said they were going to be.
I didn't lead you astray. Let's go.
Wait. Grotto Salesman. I'm like confused by this, but because Scrub Sanity is not on. So that check is confusing to me. But I'm just going to get a different bow because there's another easy one. So like it's fine.
Yeah. Are you talking about the one in...
Also, I'm waiting for bow. I'm going to do the Goron City one. Or GC, as you had read it.
Yeah. I thought that meant Ganon's castle, but...
Oh, wait. Did it say Boulder Maze?
GC Maze left chest.
Yeah, that's Goron City.
Okay.
The acronyms on the bottom are Deku Tree, Dodongo's Cavern, Jabu Jabu's Belly, Forest Temple, Fire Temple, Water Temple, Spirit Temple, Shadow Temple. We are waiting for night so that we can get Saria's song. Because we know that it's in a grave and you can't pull the graves during the day as child.
Interesting.
Because the little child will say,
I'll kill you.
he doesn't say that. He does. He is not happy, though.
He's very upsetty.
Very upsetty. That's right. That's right. He says that he threatens to tell Dampe. But what's funny about that is during the night when Dampe is there, he's totally chill with it.
He's like, yeah, whatever, dude.
I can't do that.
Go ahead and desecrate any of your ancestors' graves. It's fine.
Desecrate these graves, homie.
Go for it.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
He literally offers to do it.
Today I learned that you can jump slash off a ladder.
Well, I dropped and then jump slashed. So like I was in midair for a moment and then I jump slashed. I'm only doing this so that I can get to this grotto, which is where hover boots are apparently, or maybe hookshot, one of the two. And now I have a bottle, which, you know, who knows? Why not?
Very useful. Ta-da!
Bomb juice, that's what it was. Which are just nice to have. They're wonderful and they make me happy.
And they go boom.
They do be going boom. That much we know. Okay. What do you think Dampe... don't look, but I'm going to do Dampe. What do you think he's going to give?
What is Dampe going to give? Piece of heart.
What do you think? Okay. Vanilla. Let's... Oh, I can't do it with the mask on. It is a strength upgrade.
Apparently it is.
I'm so sorry, Dangers. But you actually are being excommunicated from speedrunning.
I am not allowed to do it anymore. This is the end.
That's true.
I've been canceled.
I'm so sorry to say. All right, so there's Saria's song.
There it is.
I'm just going to look at this check, but then we're going to save work. Appears to be a Deku nut. Okay, so now I can get light arrows. Because we have Saria's song, and Dangers has told me. I've been informed. Stay informed! Which, by the way, if you're not registered to vote, you should register to vote.
True.
Voting in the US is happening soon. Like, literally next week. So it might be too late to register in certain places. But you should find out. Anyway, I was informed that light arrows are on the Saria's song Skull Kid check.
That is right.
Evidently.
That is correct.
So we're gonna find out if that's true.
Hopefully I'm not lying to you.
So far, Dangerous has been right about everything.
It's almost like I have the infinite knowledge and wisdom.
Almost.
Now, I feel like there's going to be one time where I'm like accidentally reading the line wrong or something, so that like I'm like one off or something like that, and you're like,
Where is it? You lied to me! You lied to me!
and then Adaf quacks at
okay.
me.
I quack. I do be quacking. Remind me, magic was Wasteland Chest and something else.
Let us inquire again.
Let us pray.
Wasteland Chest, Shadow Temple after Wind, Hidden Chest.
Okay. And where are the hover boots again?
We'll find out in just a moment. Colossus Great Fairy Reward.
Okay. we're gonna do the first one, or wait, what did I just ask you even?
Hover boots.
Hover boots, right? So we're not gonna get that. I just realized I can't do this as child. Maybe I can. Hang on, we're gonna run a little experiment.
Let's give it a go.
We're gonna try to do a glitch. Oh my gosh.
Cheating the children's video game again? How dare.
Yes, father.
Yes, Papa.
Yes, Papa. I cannot help myself. Okay, that was close. I'm trying. So it's going off. You ready to see a blast off?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that the Stones of Truth can be interacted with in a lot of interesting ways.
Today I learned.
Okay, don't do that. I'm trying to hover over this rock. Well, hang on. Actually, what is in this? Because that's the hammer. Yeah, okay. So I want to get over these rocks so that, because I think it's that chest that has the bow, and I'm already here, so I might as well, right? Instead of coming back as adult. Oh, you know how I'm going to do it? This is how I'm going to do it.
I'm ready.
This is my game plan.
I see nothing.
I'm hovering up the back wall, and then I'm going to side hop over. Nice. Little improv for the gamers.
Let's go.
And there's the bow.
There it is.
Okay. That was definitely worth.
You will need the classic controller.
I am going to need the classic controller.
Can you please provide the classic controller for us? We need to know that it exists.
Yes, of course. Yeah, this is why No Logic is so good, dude. I love No Logic so much. Purely because like just the amount of problem solving you have to do is so interesting to me. Like interesting solutions to weird problems. I don't know. Dangerous, really quick, where was Hookshot again?
Hookshot.
Yes, the progressive hookshot. Where are they?
Let us find out. Shadow Temple Compass Chest. Or Gerudo Training Ground Maze Path Second Chest.
Okay, can you find Nocturne or Shadow for me, please?
Yes. That is in Spirit Temple First Mirror Left Chest.
All right, well, that does not solve our problem. Where's Requiem of Spirit?
Let's see. LH Lab Dive.
That sucks. Where is Iron Boots?
Shadow Temple Bongo Bongo Heart.
Not helpful. Where are the two progressive dive scales? You can just look up Zora scale, probably.
Well, I accidentally, like, in my searching, pulled up one of the hint location stone things, and it says that a Zora scale can be found at Hyrule Castle. But that doesn't help me.
No, it doesn't. So it's going to be Din's Fire.
Progressive scale. HC Great Fairy Reward.
Yep.
Forest Temple Basement Chest.
All right. Okay, we're just not going to get a hookshot. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so I really just need magic at this point. We don't need hookshot. Now I'm trying to find ways to save time. So, like, I know where everything is, but I'm just trying to... Hookshot is not required to beat the game.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find ways to go fast now. Okay, so the magic... Oh, I didn't buy a shield. Dang it. I gotta go back.
Gotta go back,
I gotta
baby.
go back. We gotta go back. Okay, I'm just gonna buy a shield and then go adult. I completely forgot because I'm in go mode right now. I'm just going.
So what's your plan of attack? What are you doing?
What's my plan of attack? Okay, so there's 2 magic meters. I just need one of them. And you said that one of them is the adult, or it's the like chest in Wasteland, and the other one was in Shadow Temple, right?
Yes. After wind.
So we're gonna do... Well, hang on. It might actually be better to do the child one. You know what? Just for fun, I want to... Well, does that work on 1.0? Do we want to find out? I'll just do the Shadow Temple one. That's fine. Okay, so there's a problem with the... So the issue with the Wasteland chest is you need magic to get it.
Right.
Typically, because you have to light 2 torches in order to make that chest spawn.
It's a little bit inconvenient.
Yes, magic being locked behind magic is not great. But you can light those torches without magic using a glitch called Quick Put Away. I only know how to do a child setup in that room. And the problem with that is that oh, don't do that. I don't know if it works on 1.0, the 1.0 version of the game, and Rando is on 1.0.
Gotcha.
I know it works on 1.2.
Do you have any
So
reason to doubt that?
No.
No.
But also, the adult check might genuinely just be faster.
That's fair.
What I need from you, though, Dangers, is I need 2 small keys in Shadow Temple.
I wonder how I can search for that.
Go into Shadow Temple in the, like...
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
click the Shadow Temple thing and just tell me where the small keys are. There should be 5.
Small keys. So, Shadow Temple, Falling Spikes, Switch Chest is one.
Okay.
Freestanding Key, whatever that means.
Okay.
Wind Hint Chest.
Hang on, I gotta think for a second.
Sure.
Freestanding key. What? Wind hint chest. Okay, what are the other 2?
There's one in the boss key chest. And after the wind enemy chest.
Wait. I thought that's where magic was. Read the magic text to me again. Sorry.
After wind hidden chest. So there's 2.
After wind. I thought that was... Well, now I'm confused. All right, I'm just going to play all the way through Shadow Temple, and we're just going to see what happens.
Yeah, it says that one of the checks is after wind enemy chest, and the other one is after wind hidden chest. And I don't know what that means, but there appear to be 2.
I'm a little confused.
One of them is hidden. as it turns out.
That's 60? Okay, well, I can buy these bombs, I guess. Whatever. I was trying to buy just, like, something useful. I kind of wish I didn't do Dampe now, because I could do a really cool glitch to get into Shadow Temple, but... It's the room with the Gibdos. That's where the keys are. Oh! Okay. All right, understood. I get it now. I understand now. All right, so I have to get up to Shadow Temple, but I can't do the, like, traditional means. Or traditional. The, like, modern fast strats aren't possible with the items I have. So I have to do a really old boomer strat.
Was throwing that bomb necessary?
If it hit me, I'd lose ISG. So I'm just throwing it out of the way. I'm deeply sorry for the boomer strats you're about to witness. This is what it means to be a boomer. It means failing.
Falling off the hut.
Mm-hmm. Don't do that, Link. Hello. Thank you.
Come on, be brave.
Thanks, Navi.
Okay, you're floating. Oh, I think I watched you do this recently.
Yeah, it's a good strat to know, because if you don't have hookshot and if you have strength or no choose, this is a way to get up. If you have choose and no strength, there's a way cooler, faster thing you can do, but that's also old. But I have strength, so I can't do it. Okay. I still don't have hookshot, and I won't have hookshot or hover boots for this whole experience, so I kind of have to, like, maneuver Shadow Temple really cleverly, because the whole dungeon kind of requires you to have those two things.
Yep.
Oh my god, stop, Link. That frame should work. Okay.
Nicely done.
I'm just gonna, like, full clear the dungeon, honestly. I feel like that's just the best plan of action right now. All right, there's no text. All right, I don't have magic yet, so it'll just shoot his normal arrows anyway.
Would you like to know where things are to help you clear the dungeon?
Yes, I don't know why I'm forgetting that I can just ask you where everything is. So yeah, I mean, really all I need is just keys. So if you could just repeat where the keys are for me, that would be huge.
Okay. The boss key is in the hover boots chest. There is a hook shot in the compass chest. If you should need to get it.
Oh, the hook shot is here?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's in
That I can do.
It's in the compass chest.
Okay, great.
Small keys. Falling spike switch chest. Freestanding key. Whatever that means. Wind hint chest. Wind after wind enemy chest. After wind hidden chest is the magic. And the boss key chest has another small key in it.
Okay. I'm pretty much just gonna have to play the whole dungeon, it sounds like. I think. So I didn't have hover boots, so I had to figure out a way to not fall there, and that's how you do it. You get ISG and then walk away from the thing, and you stay in place as it tries to kill you. Okay.
Nicely done again.
Almost every strat you will see me do today has been around far longer than Randomizer. Pretty much every single trick or glitch I've done has been around way before Randomizer was even an idea. Strats have been adapted for Rando, but like everything you're seeing has been around a long time.
That'll make getting around a little easier, I hope.
Yeah, I have not really been updating my tracker. I apologize for that. I think that's updated. Okay. So I actually might need ZL, I'm realizing.
Zelda's Lullaby?
Yeah, can you find that for me?
Absolutely. The song from Royal Family's Tomb.
Great, we can do that and come right back in. Okay, can we just this is supposed to be slightly faster than collecting the silver rupees, but I can't weird shot apparently, so we're just gonna collect the silver rupees. Having hookshot now is actually really nice because I'm gonna have to come back into Shadow Temple in a second, and already having the hookshot means I don't have to do a bunch of those tricks again.
Yeah.
Some of them I'll have to do, but not all of them. Unless this is a key, which it's not. And we already know that, and yet I did it anyway. Okay, so we are going to open... So there's a small issue with Zelda's Lullaby being in Royal Family's Tomb, because you open the Royal Family Tomb with, you guessed it, Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to do a glitch.
I'm so ready.
This is a fun one, actually. I don't know if it's fun, but it's interesting. So I am going to load and reload the graveyard 17 times.
What's so magical about 17?
It's just the number of times you got to do it. Sometimes plus or minus like one reload. But basically, we are caching. We're like filling the game's cache, I guess, to a certain point where the Royals Family Tomb doesn't load.
Oh, that's good.
I've lost track. I think I'm at like 11, 12. You don't want to load it too many times, you'll crash the game.
That's funny.
Nope, still there. Is it 19? Okay, well, I lost count at like 10 because I was explaining what was happening. So I have no idea how many times I've loaded it. We could be at like 25 for all I know. It's still there. What is happening? I've never been a fan of this trick because it feels like very hand-wavy. Like sometimes it works.
Oh, right.
Sometimes it doesn't. It's still there. Okay, I call BS. I'm gonna crash the game if I'm not careful. All right, you know what? We're gonna try again. I'm gonna actually count this time, and I'm gonna play well. How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, hey, Adaf, have you just considered, like, playing well?
No.
Also, you will need the classic controller.
I don't want it.
But you will need it. How do you?
You will need it.
How do you?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay.
Insanity.
Insanity! I missed the torch. Counting with ADEF. That's right. I love counting. Don't you guys?
What a fun time counting is.
I agree. That's why I love to do it on stream all the time. I just go, all right, guys, welcome to stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, thanks for watching.
Yep, all right. Hope you enjoyed stream. All right, ZL behind ZL and magic behind magic is kind of epic.
Very cool.
This seed is much worse than the last seed. If this were the seed that we had played for the first one, it would have taken some time. So I'm glad that we didn't.
Yes, me too. I mean, more time with ADEF is always a good time, but
Hey.
I feel like you would be kind of losing your mind a little bit, and that maybe is not good for you. So
It's good content, though.
true. That's a good point.
All right, now we get to do this the zoomer way. We did it the boomer way. Now we'll do it the zoomer way.
We zoom in.
We zoom in. I'll buffer it. Fine, I'll buffer it. Never mind, I won't. Stop, stop, Link, stop! All right, I should have just buffered it the first time. Is that 2 frames? Ah. I can't believe I just did that. You know, I said it was faster, but so far, it seems slower. So far, it seems like maybe. Sometimes expensive things are worse.
That's what my father used to say. Okay, now you're flying. Oh, okay, now you're on the wall. That's something that I was expecting to happen for sure.
You don't worry about it. The rest is the same, though. Did I get stuck? No, okay. All right, so this is called seam walking. You're walking on a seam.
Oh,
It's like a slant of collision that you're not typically supposed to be able to walk on, so it behaves really weirdly. If I didn't have ISG, I would literally just fall off. Yeah, it's not meant to be stood upon.
ISG coming in handy all over the place.
It's so good, but you can also get stuck with ISG in between the seams, and if that were to happen, it's kind of stinky to back up. But if you're bad like me, you've messed it up many times, in which case maybe it's not so bad because you know how to back it up.
You're just a gamer.
Is that the frame? I have, maybe stupidly, it is the frame. Maybe stupidly, I have it set so that bomb chew colors are random, which is actually bad because I have a lot of visual cues based off of the colors of the bomb chew. So, you know, who knows?
I mean, you've nailed it every time, so.
Well, I'm lucky that this visual cue is nice. Like, this one's okay. Did not mean to do that. Okay.
These setups blow my mind.
Isn't it really something?
It truly is something.
That setup in particular is more in-depth than it needs to be because there's a lot of ways to get through that gate, many of which are far faster and far easier, like literally side hop 3 times, slash 3 times, jump slash. But that is the setup that is ingrained into my muscle memory because it's useful for a second trick right afterwards.
Oh.
To get up top to where that scarecrow is right now. Because there's a skulltula there, and without Long Shot or Scarecrow Song, it can be quite tricky to get up there. So there's a way to like set up so that you clip into the gate in such a way that your position is really nice to then clip upwards. And that's just the setup that is ingrained in my brain, so it's what I do every time.
Makes sense.
And I don't have a small key yet, so I can't get into that door, so I need to go this way to get a key. Dangerous, can you tell me what is on the Wall Master check? The Wall Master small key chest, what is in that?
Wall Master small key.
It might be Floor Master. It's within Shadow Temple.
Invisible Floor Master chest?
Yes, what is that one?
A delicious piece of heart.
Okay, and what is in the I don't know what you would call it. It should be right next to the boss key. There's a chest in this room that's not the boss key chest.
Spike Wall's left chest?
Yes, what's in that?
Rupees.
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 Okay. All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna save work. Okay, that's why we needed ZL.
You will need the classic controller.
You will need the classic controller. Wow, we might only barely beat the last round. That's kind of depressing.
That's what happens when all your items are in like really stupid spots.
That's right. Okay. So now that we have a key, if I'm not mistaken, the magic is down here. Rupees!
Rupees!
Poopies! Here, I'll show you a different setup. There's like so many ways to get through this thing. We'll see if I remember the other ways. Okay, that one didn't work. There was a way to do this with a C-up thing. You like... It's not working! Alright, let's try this method. There we go.
There you go.
There's that one. I don't need to. So this is a locked door. It's just the lock is on the other side because you're supposed to come from the other side.
Right.
But that actually functions like that in pretty much every 3D Zelda game. If you try to open a locked door from the other side, it will eat the small key.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess the door is just marked on both sides. It's like, this is a locked door. Okay, so this should be magic, or is it the next chest? Okay.
Magic.
Magic!
Rupees!
All right, now we can beat the game.
We have. I see that we've arrived at the devolving into just silly noises part of the stream.
That's right. That's right. We sure have.
I love that for us.
I do. I love that for us too. Okay.
You will need
the classic controller. Out of curiosity, where is double defense?
Double defense?
Just out of curiosity.
What would I search for? Is it just called defense?
You could probably just control F for defense.
Yeah. GC Darunia's Joy.
We can technically get that, but it says child, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know, for safety, if it's in Ganon's castle, I'll get it. Are there any... Nah, it's not worth it. We're just going to beat the game. Let's just try to be speedrunners and go fast.
Wait, that's what we're here to do? Go fast?
I guess so.
On games done quick? Never would have thought.
No. Game's done slow. Poor Martin never came up today. It seems like he came up just now. So I did this in the last run, but I didn't really explain it. This is Trials Skip. It's a very famous OT glitch. There's a few ways to do Trials Skip, but this is the easiest and the fastest. The loading zone for the interior, past the barrier, can be touched by getting high up on that wall next to Water Trial.
I see. Don't you still need the bow?
No, I got it, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. You got it.
Whew. You scared me.
Just
I'm
testing you.
scared. It's like, I swear I got it. Sir?
So you need to use bombs to skip the trials. Does that mean that bombs are technically required to beat the game, or you would have to do all the trials instead, right?
So you can do all the trials, which require other items.
Yeah, exactly.
It is technically, the reason I don't count it as required is because the oldest version of Trials Skip from like 2006, I want to say.
Oh boy.
It might be later than that, actually. Is the statue push, which involves pushing a statue out of bounds from Spirit Trial. Sir. And it requires no items.
Oh, okay.
So technically, the trials can be skipped with nothing. It's just slow and dumb.
Yes.
And I haven't done it in like a decade. Can anyone link Runner's stream?
I sure hope so. Twitch.tv/ADEF. Go watch him there.
Did you know I'm only like 80,000 followers away from 100,000 followers?
Yo, let's go.
I know, dude.
Gamers in chat, you could be follower number 20,001.
That's right.
I actually don't know what you're at, but
it's like 14,000 maybe. So a little more than 80,000. But hey, if everybody in the stream followed right now, we'd be way closer.
That's true.
That's just genuinely true.
That's just facts.
But yeah, click that follow button at the top of your chat. The shout out feature is like super epic and genuinely really cool. I got overzealous in that Dark Knight fight and I died. I do lots of, let's check this. Ice Trap.
Rupee.
It's arrows. I do some fun stuff on my stream. We do a lot of challenge runs of OT Randomizer, Pokemon, Ironmon stuff, speed runs occasionally. I'm grinding Ocarina of Time 100% right now. So if that interests you.
That is quite
If you're
the
a
task.
Zelda fan, you will be happy. Generally speaking, I would say.
Allow ADEF to bring happiness to you.
That is my sole purpose. Alright, I didn't die that time. I played the fight poorly. So basically, like, when you're fighting Darknuts as Adult Link, you can either play it really slow, where you hit him and then run away, and then hit him and then run away, etc. Oh, I didn't get the boss key!
Oh.
Hey, Dangers, where's the boss key? I forgot about this.
Water Trial left chest.
Oh, okay, it's free. If it were somewhere else, we might be... Actually, we can do every check here right now. So we're fine.
Everything's fine.
We literally have every check. But that's a really fast one, so that's good. I'm an idiot.
It's so funny
This is
because
how
I looked over at the spoiler log and I like scanned my eyes over it. And I'm like, huh, Ganon's castle has a boss key. I wonder if you
Yeah,
need
we
that.
need that. We need that. I should have saved worked. It would have been faster. Oh well. Anyway, when you're fighting the Dark Nuts, as adult Link, if you want to go fast for power crouch stabs, you need to maneuver yourself to be like on Link's right side, on the Dark Nut's left side, right in the corner. I think it was the other chest. Yeah. Beans!
Beans!
I got beans!
There you go.
All right, there we go. Whoops. Anyway, Dark Nuts are cool to fight. I enjoy it. And they're risky because they do a ton of damage. It's like 5 or 6 hearts with the big swing. All right.
You make that look easy.
It is easy.
Oh. Well, then you are
I mean,
making it appear as it is. And that's very good.
I have played the game a few times. Just once or twice.
Yeah. Third playthrough, let's go. It's pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive. Weird to do your third playthrough on Rando.
Yeah.
One of my viewers has never played Vanilla OT, only Rando.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I could do that. I'd probably lose my mind.
I highly recommended to her that she should play the base game. It's quite good.
I almost feel like if you play modified versions of the game, it would ruin the experience of the vanilla game if you did it that direction.
I agree.
But
I agree. Oh wait, I don't need any of this. I'm full up. Yeah, no, I agree in the sense that like quality of life stuff would mean you never know what it was like to be bad.
yeah, exactly. And so then you have to experience the bad.
Yeah. Also, this Hess first try this time is good.
Very nice.
Yes, Hawkwing, it is you. Hello, gamer. I'm doing the sound effects for dangers. It's going wow, 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 wow. That's what he's doing right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the music is inside the Deku Tree music.
Okay.
Very, very chill. It's not even music, really. I mean, it is, but, you know. It's just more ambiance.
Just setting the stage.
Yeah. I need to practice Ganondorf. Real talk. Wow, really short tennis matches. It's random how long the tennis matches are.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, God. What have I done?
Oh, boy.
It's a horrible face. Yeah, he can... I don't know what the cap is, but I've had it go on pretty long. Also, to be fair to that viewer of mine, to be fair to Hawkwing, who is a friend and one of my mods, to be fair, I did not know until like 3 weeks ago that you could shoot light arrows during the big charge up phase. And she's the one that told me that. So, you know, who's the real winner?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing the
Ganon
cheeky strats again.
Every time, baby. Wow, we're only going to beat this by 10 minutes. It's kind of rough.
You just got really
All right,
lucky.
the music is... Yeah. This is the child going past the guards to get to Zelda section music.
Oh, I love that.
It's a good song.
I don't know if it's...
Yeah, that song, exactly. Good first phase.
Kind of sets a different mood for this fight, I think.
Yeah, I would say so.
Makes it feel a little silly.
The boss music in this fight is like pretty intense, usually.
Yeah, not now.
No. Whoops. If I get hit, I die. Which is why I'm playing it ultra super safe.
Is this not one of the Zeldas that has like one hit proof, I guess? Like Breath of the Wild,
Yeah,
for
I guess
example?
so. All right, that's it. We're about to say time and then we'll be done. This was fun, D-Dangers. Thank you for joining me.
It was fun. I learned a lot about Rando today, which is very cool. So thank you for...
You should try it.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I've kind of wanted to delve into some modified stuff myself with Mario games. I haven't played Zelda all that much, but it's super fun to watch.
Yeah. No, I feel like I also need to get you set up on some Pokemon rando stuff.
Yeah.
Because I always said I would, and then I never did.
I'm kind of getting the itch for that Kaizo Ironmon stuff, personally.
Yeah, heck yeah. We'll get you set up. Everybody follow Dangers. Thank you, Dangers, for joining me on this wonderful episode. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't had enough of Dangers yet, which of course you haven't, because Dangers is a good man.
Oh, shucks.
And there's never enough.
Oh, shucks.
I have good news. I have good news. Because it is the 1-year anniversary, we did this. But technically, the first ever episode of PB Precipice, technically, was a trial run episode several months prior. And that trial episode was Dangers doing Super Mario Galaxy Luigi and E%.
That's right.
So, in honor of that, 2 weeks from now in PB Precipice, Dangers will be on.
Doing a different
Playing
Mario
video
game.
games quickly.
I can't believe that was a whole year ago now.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, time sure does things. Mostly go forward.
It sure does. And then not backwards.
Yeah, surprisingly.
But yeah, that's going to be it for PB Precipice today, guys. And it for the GDQ hotfix. Some announcements really quick before we close up shop. Let me just pull those up for you. Reminder to watch Hotfix tomorrow because it's Halloween. We'll have a Halloween Spooktacular hosted by Smooth Operative and Ecdysis. And the AGDQ 2023 online event is taking place January 8th to the 15th. It's in a few short months. The games list for the first submission period is out right now. You can see what games are on the list. What are you excited about? The second submission period for games released after September 1st is November 6th to the 12th. Visit GameStunnQuick.com for more info. And gamers, this Friday on Challenger Approaching, we will have more OT. Danny B, the aforementioned Danny B, will be on. And as a sort of a yearly tradition, he and I exchange Ocarina of Time puzzles. But this year, I'm just giving him a hard puzzle. So I have made an Ocarina of Time puzzle challenge run that he's never seen before, and he's going to be attempting that on Friday. So that's very exciting. I just tested it yesterday, and it's pretty silly. But that's it for us. Stick around. We are going to raid someone, so we're just going to cut to a break and then raid somebody, so stick around so we can share the love to another speedrunning community member. But I've been Adef. Dangers, thank you for joining me.
It's been a pleasure.
And, of course, and thanks for watching PB Precipice, as always.